person who worships Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala with sincerity, he knows that Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala will reward him and will answer his prayer. But the person who is standing there and praying and thinking about something else, not focusing on his salah, not making his dua from his heart, Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala cannot respond to that person. That is why sallallahu alayhi wa sallam, when he saw a man praying fast, and sallallahu alayhi wa sallam told him, go back and pray, you did not pray. He said, oh Rasulullah, this is the only thing I know. But he said it 3 times. Now this person wasn't sincere or he was ignorant. So these 2 things can be combined together. The person can be ignorant about something in the deen, but he doesn't know how to do it. That's why we should teach him. And the person may not be sincere by worshipping Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, and that can be a disease in the heart. Some of the people I heard that they say we stopped praying, and you ask them why. They say, I'm afraid I'm not sincere. Is that a correct answer to answer? How can you quit praying and you think that you're not sincere? You cannot do that. That's why the person had to do his best by making the dua to Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala says in the Quran, أعوذ بالله من الشيطان الرجيم ادعوني أستجب لكم. Make dua to me. Ask me. I will respond your dua. Now Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala in the Quran, He doesn't just say these things just like that. He knows what's in our heart. When we make wudu and you go and pray 2 rak'ah, and like I say, you are being depressed. You are being stressed out of this dunya. And all of us go through this feeling. No matter how faith you have, how strong your faith. It has to be that day that we have to experience that we say one of these days. The person feels sad. He feels stressed out. Either of his family, either of his job, either of how he was treated in his work area, either he was insulted because of his deen, or how he looks like, you name it. What is the medicine to that? That is why sallallahu alayhi wa sallam, he teaches us what to do in these situations. There was a Sahabi sitting in the masjid. Prophet Muhammad sallallahu alayhi wa sallam saw him and he said, what are you doing at this time? This is not the time for salah. He said, oh Rasulullah, al-gham wal-ham wal-hazan, oh Rasulullah, stress, depression, sadness, this dunya. So Sallallahu told him, why don't I teach you dua? Why don't I teach you a dua that you say in the morning, that you say at night? Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala will relieve you from this. Allahumma inni a'udhu bika rabbi min al-ham wal-hazan, wa min al-ajz wal-kasal, wa min al-bukhl wal-jubn, wa min ghalabati ad-dayn wa qahr al-rijal. Say it in the morning and say it at night. Allahumma inni a'udhu bika rabbi min al-ham wal-hazan. Oh Allah, I seek refuge to you from stress and misery. Min al-ajzi wal-kasal, and from laziness and kasal, being lazy to do something, or feeling extremely lazy. Min al-bukhl wal-jubn, from being cheap about your money, wal-jubn, and being, like we say, idiot, or not smart enough to understand things in the deen. And from that, وقهر الرجال, and the controlled man. This is a beautiful dua Prophet ﷺ taught us to say in the morning after the Fajr and at night. And also the dua of Yunus alayhi salam. Jonas alayhi salam, when he was in the sea, in the darkness, inside that well, What was the only thing he was saying? Now some scholars say he was there 40 days. Some scholars say 40 months, 40 years. Allah knows best how long he was there. But the only thing he was saying, لا إله إلا أنت سبحانك إني كنت من الظالمين. And Rasulullah said, هذا دعاء الكرب. This is the dua when you are depressed, when you feel miserable, when you're not feeling well. Remember Allah. Remember your Lord. ألا بذكر الله تطمئن القلوب. By remembering Allah, the tranquility in your heart. You can feel the tranquility in your heart. أقول قولي هذا وأستغفر الله لكم فاستغفروه إنه هو الغفور الرحيم. بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم. الحمد لله رب العالمين والصلاة والسلام على سيدنا محمد وعلى آله وصحبه أجمعين. There is a hadith in Musnad Imam Ahmad and Sunan al-Tirmidhi narrated by Ibn Abbas radiallahu anhu. The Prophet Muhammad sallallahu alayhi wa sallam says, it has to do again with sincerity. How Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala can reward the person the same thing as the other person even though he doesn't have a penny. Because of his niyyah. Because of his sincerity. قال عليه الصلاة والسلام ثلاث أقسم عليهن ما نقص مال من صدقة. Prophet sallallahu alayhi wa sallam, he's swearing. And he said, I swear by Allah, 3 things. The first one is that when someone gives charity, when someone gives sadaqah, his money doesn't decrease. You have to believe in that. Because sallallahu alayhi wa sallam, he said it. When you give charity, when you give sadaqah in the sake of Allah, when you give a donation, your money does not decrease. Your money increases and multiplies up to 700 times, up to more. In your scale of hasanat, you will find it in the day of the judgment. ولا صبر عبد على مظلمة إلا زده الله بها عزا. ولا صبر عبد على مظلمة. And when the servant of Allah is very patient, when he's being oppressed, that is the worst feeling ever. When somebody is oppressing you, and there is nothing you can do, you only have to raise your hand and ask your Lord. When you are patient at that situation, Prophet ﷺ said, Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala will give you more honor. وَمَا فَتَحَ بَابْ مَسْأَلَةٍ إِلَّا فَتَحَ اللَّهُ عَلَيْهِ بَابَ ذُلٍّ. The person, when he asks and begs for money, باب مسألة يسأل الناس على المال. When someone asks the people and begs, please give me, I need this, I need that. The Muslim is not supposed to beg. Begging is haram in Islam. Begging is haram in Islam. You don't beg. You ask your Lord to give you. We read Al-Fatiha 17 times a day. What do we say? إِيَّاكَ نَعْبُدُ وَإِيَّاكَ نَسْتَعِينُ. We worship you. And you alone, we seek your trust and seek your help. إِلَّا فَتَحَ اللَّهُ عَلَيْهِ بَابَ ذُلٍّ. Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala will open the door for this person to put him down, or belittle him, or let him down. إِنَّمَا الدُّنْيَا لِأَرْبَعِ نَفَرٍ. This dunya that we live in, it's a bridge. We are crossing from point A to point B. This dunya has many tests and exams that we have to go through. This dunya, Prophet ﷺ said, أَرْبَعَ نَفَرٍ. There are 4 types of people in this dunya. No 5, no 3. 4 types of people. The first one, alayhi salatu wassalam, said, رَجُلٌ أَتَاهُ اللَّهُ مَالًا وَعِلْمًا. The first one is a person Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala has blessed him with knowledge and has blessed him with money. That's the first type of people. A man, Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala blessed him with knowledge and money. وَهُوَ يَتَّقِ اللَّهَ فِيهِ. And he fears Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala using this money and using this knowledge. Sincerity again. Ikhlas. وَيُؤَدِّي اللَّهُ بِهَا حَقَّهُ. and he shows the truth. He teaches people the truth using his knowledge, and he helps the poor using his money. And this is the highest person. This is number one. Someone Allah gives him knowledge in the deen, and he's wealthy. Very few of them out there. Number two. وَرَجُلٌ آتَاهُ اللَّهُ عِلْمًا وَلَمْ يُؤْتِهِ مَالًا. And the person Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala has blessed him with knowledge, but he didn't bless him with money. But he has the niyyah, and he looks at the first person who Allah blessed him with money, and he says, "Oh Allah, if you give me the same amount of wealth or money that this person has, I will do such so and so." فَهُمَا فِي الْأَجْرِ سَوَاء. Rasulullah said, they have the same reward. Number one and number two. Why? Because of his niyyah. Now I have knowledge and I don't have any money. And you have knowledge and you have money. And you're planning to build a masjid, build a school, build a hospital. Whatever you want to do in the sake of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. Giving charities. And I'm looking at you. And you're doing that. MashaAllah. Very good. I really want to do the same thing, but I don't have any money. So you sit there and you connect with your Lord. Okay, and ikhlas, with the intention, with the correct niyyah, and you say, "Oh Allah." And you swear by Allah. Between you and Him. "Oh Allah, if I have this amount of money, I will do such so and so," just like He does. Allah will reward you both the same reward. Now how can you find this, subhanAllah, in any other religion except Islam? Alhamdulillah, we have to thank Allah for Islam every day. That we are Muslims. Allah guide us to Islam and Iman. And knowledge. The third person, رَجُلٌ آتَاهُ اللَّهُ مَالًا وَلَمْ يُؤْتِهِ عِلْمًا. A person Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala has blessed him with money, but He didn't give him any knowledge. فهو يخبط في ماله لا يتقي الله فيه ولا يصل به رحمه ولا يؤدي حق الله فيه فهذا في أخبث المنازل. And a person Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala has blessed him with money, but he doesn't have any knowledge. That is the worst thing ever. يخبط في ماله. He's just using his money in the haram, right and left. He doesn't know a thing what to do with his money. Why? Because he doesn't have any knowledge. When you don't have any knowledge, Allah bless you with money and wealth, you cannot control this money in a smart way. This guy is in the lowest position. The fourth person, وَرَجُلٌ لَمْ يُؤْتِهِ اللَّهُ مَالًا وَلَا عِلْمًا. A person who doesn't have no money, he doesn't have no knowledge. يقول لو أن كان لي كفلان فهو وليته فهو في الوزر سواء. And this person, he doesn't have no money, he doesn't have no knowledge, so he looks at that person who's wealthy and he doesn't have knowledge, so he wants to have money so he can do the haram just like that person. So both of them are doing the evil deeds, even though he doesn't have a thing. But just with his niyyah, because he wants to do the haram, Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala will give him the evil deeds. Again, why? Because there is no sincerity. There is no ikhlas, there is no niyyah. There was a hadith I was going to mention with you, inshallah. Has to do with the niyyah and ikhlas. I'll mention it, inshallah, next week, inshallah ta'ala. We ask Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala to guide us to the right path. We ask Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala to heal the sick. We ask Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala to give us more knowledge in our deen. We ask Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala to keep the shaitan away from our community. We ask Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala to bond us together and share love with each other, inshallah. اللهم اهدنا فيمن هديت وعافنا فيمن عافيت وعافنا فيمن توليت واهدنا فيمن هديت يا ارحم الراحمين وقنا واصرف عنا سوء وشر ما قضيت انك تقضي ولا يقضى عليك انه لا يعز من عليك ولا يذل من واليت تباركت ربنا وتعاليت. اللهم انا نعوذ بك ربنا من الهم والحزن ومن العجز والكسل من البخل والجبن من غلبة الدين وقهر الرجال. لا إله إلا أنت سبحانك إنا كنا من الظالمين. لا إله إلا أنت سبحانك إنا كنا من الظالمين. لا إله إلا أنت سبحانك